I'm Pastor Alan Jackson. We've had the privilege of partnering with Charlie Kirk and Turning Point USA. It was an honor to stand with them. All of us are grieving Charlie's absence. But here's the reality. We have an assignment. We're not stopping. We're going to continue forward with what Charlie invested his life in. Now it's our turn to lead with faith. We're going to make an impact in this generation for the kingdom of God. We have some resources for you. You can go to alanjackson.com/Charlie. Together, we're going to make a difference in this generation.
You're making a little bit of news here yesterday on X, formerly known as Twitter, about this Politico story, but I think it ties in because we're talking about the celebratory nature of some, not many, maybe not most, but some, and it was disgusting about Charlie's assassination. There is a story, and I believe the two stories are connected, that came out of Politico yesterday. Blake, explain this for our audience, for those who don't know.
We don't need to wallow in it too much, but so Politico has a story where somehow they got their hands on something like 28,000 messages in some group chat of, I think, 12 people that nobody's ever heard of, but they decided to just publish every single thing in this chat, whatever they found that they thought was the most salacious. And I think 10 years ago, there would have been a very different response to it. But people are starting to learn from this, and the vice president is one of the reasons why. So you tweeted this. This is far worse than... So what you did is, instead of reacting to the story itself, you just posted what Jay Jones, our friend in Virginia who's running for AG as the Democrat, had said, where he wanted his political opponents to die, and then when someone thought he might be kidding, he called to make it clear, actually it wasn't a joke, I was serious. That's how people change their mind. And you just pointed out, quote, this is far worse than anything said in any college group chat, and the guy who said it could become the AG of Virginia. I refuse to join the pearl clutching when powerful people call for political violence. And we have 14 million views on that.
Yeah.
And
just a little viral, Mr. Vice President.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'll let the tweet speak for itself. I'll say a couple of additional things. First of all, a person who is very politically powerful, who is about to become one of the most powerful law enforcement officers in the country, that person seriously wishing for political violence and political assassination is 1,000 times worse than what a bunch of young people, a bunch of kids say in a group chat, however offensive it might be. That's just reality. And if you allow yourself to be distracted by this person's incredible endorsement, disgusting endorsement of political assassination, by focusing on what kids are saying in a group chat, grow up. I'm sorry. Focus on the real issues. Don't focus on what kids say in group chats. But there's another angle to this that I just have to be honest about. I mean, I'm like an old guy at this point. I'm 41 years old. I have 3 kids. I grew up in a different world, right? Where not most of the stupid things that I did when I was a teenager and a young adult, they're not on the internet. Like, I'm going to tell my kids, especially my boys, don't put things on the internet. Like, be careful with what you post. If you put something in a group chat, assume that some scumbag is going to leak it in an effort to try to cause you harm or cause your family harm. But the reality is that kids do stupid things, especially young boys. They tell edgy, offensive jokes. Like, that's what kids do. And I really don't want us to grow up in a country where a kid telling a stupid joke, telling a very offensive stupid joke, is cause to ruin their lives. And at some point, we're all going to have to say, enough of this BS. We're not going to allow the worst moment in a 21-year-old's group chat to ruin a kid's life for the rest of time. That's just not okay. Like, we live in a digital world. This stuff is now etched in stone online. We're all going to have to say, you know what? No. We're not doing this. We're not canceling kids because they do something stupid in a group chat. And if I have to be the person who carries that message forward, I'm fine with it. And by the way, if they were left-wing kids telling stupid left-wing jokes, I would also not want their lives to be ruined because they're saying something stupid in a private group chat.
Well, you and Charlie shared that, by the way. He became, because he had so many young people at Turning Point that were working for him that did stupid things from time to time, and he would refuse to start engaging in the pearl clutching, and especially in this moment where we've seen people celebrating Charlie's murder.
Yes.
And there's been zero outrage, as far as I can tell, from Politico or others about something so vile as that. I'm still so disgusted that this is like something that we've put up with as a country.
Yep.
Mr. Vice President, final minute to you. Whatever you want to expound upon. Say something interesting.
That's always dangerous.
Yeah.
Give a politician a free microphone for a minute. But I guess one, I mean, look, I'm so proud of you guys. I think you're doing a great job. I know it's very hard to grieve for a friend, but also to try to carry on an impossibly large legacy. I'm here to support you guys while you're doing it. Yeah, I will just say that for all of the negativity and the hate and the people celebrating Charlie's assassination, for every one negative moment, I've had 1,000 positive moments in the past month. I've had people who've come up to me who said, I went back to church because Charlie got shot. I've had people come up and say that they listened to his clips for the first time. They didn't even know who he was, especially like older people who didn't know who he was before he was killed, but now they're consuming his video content and learning from it, getting back to their faith. I just remember there's a lot of love out there, and we should remember that for all of the hate out there, there's 10 times as much love. I think that's has to be our charge as we move forward and carry on Charlie's legacy.